Car culture likes to push this narrative that big brakes are necessary if you want to drive on the track. But what nobody seems to mention is that the pad that goes on your brakes is more important than any other part of the system. First off, brake pad companies make multiple products. Just because yellow stuff pads faded on your 350Z does not mean SR11s suck. Pads can come in organic, semi-metallic, ceramic, whatever. My advice to you is to ignore that because you'll never know the exact formulation of your pad compound. Instead, try to find this graph representing a pad's friction curve or mu curve. The y-axis represents the friction coefficient and how it changes as the pad heats up. If your pad can't operate linearly at reasonably high temperatures, it doesn't matter what brake setup you have. Now you might be tempted to buy the pad with the flattest graph or the highest numbers, but there are drawbacks. Pads designed to operate at higher temperatures are extremely abrasive and loud when cold. Driving them on the street can wear through rotors very quickly. Double-duty pads sacrifice high temp performance for streetability, but that makes them only useful for lighter track use. These pads will also have different lifespans and can be categorized into sprint pads and endurance pads. Some endurance pads can last over 4 times longer than sprint pads, so cross-shopping is a critical tool to making this hobby affordable. Pads do last longer when temperatures are lower, and big brake kits can act like heat sinks to reduce temperatures. But you won't know if it's necessary until you max out your stock system. And if you cheap out on a kit that doesn't have compatibility with any pads on the market, congratulations, you just made your brakes worse, because pads are everything.